Hello, my lovely viewers. You're welcome today. So, I'll be showing you today how to use liquid metallic leather, which measures 90 by 18 inches, to make side knotted design autogele. So, it comes in 90 inches, like I said earlier, and it comes in two for ipele and the main gele. So, work with me. What I'll do firstly, I'll lay it flat. If you are doing this, you have to be patient. It comes with powder like substance on the surface. I guess maybe to prevent it from gummy. So I cleaned it up, clean up all the powder. So I'm heading up to cut my material. The first measurement is 33 inches. So I'm cutting out 33 inches straight up. I don't need to mark it with chalk because your chalk will not even show. It's so slippery and nylon and leather like. Yes. So I'll set that aside. The second cutting I'll be making is 26 inches. 26 inches. I'll be cutting that. I'll be cutting it straight up. I'm not going to cut from the height. The height measures 18 inches. The total measurement is 18 inches. So the next cutout is for the base, and right now I have leftover of 30 inches. So I'm going to cut out my band. So I'm going to cut 7 inches out of it. I'll be left with 11 inches height. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So I'm cutting out 7 inches from that, 7 by 30. Yes, that is what I'll be using to make my V band, because the gele is a V band shape. So I'll say that as I. So the remaining one, I'm going to cut out. So I'm having about 11 inches left by 30, and you know the S circumference is not up to 30. If you are new to how to make autogele, please just stay tuned. So I'm cutting out 25 inches. That is what I'll be using for my body, the body as in the back of my gele, while I'll be managing this piece um with my band, I mean my Velcro and my strap. So I'll be cutting out Velcro. So this is what I'll be using my as my strap. Can you see how I'm cutting it to manage it? So that is that about that. And I will manage this for my Velcro, cutting it into half, and I will have 5.5 inch. So here is my Velcro, the main Velcro, the plaster. I don't know what you know it as. I'm cutting out 4 inches, and I'm going to be attached, separating it and giving each its own fabric. I'll attach it together on my sewing machine. So the next stage, you will observe that I'm removing something like nylon. Yes, the metallic autogele comes with nylon on the surface, so you have to remove it. If you don't remove it, your work won't be neat. So I'm done removing everything. Sorry, I have to fast forward so that the video will not be too long. Okay, so here I'm displaying the finished cutout after cleaning the powder and cutting out all my needed materials. You can see how glacier it looks. Okay, so I'm going to be forming my V band by giving it a good pleat. I'll be making about 6 to 7 pleats. So pleating in I'm pleating in about 0.75 inches. I stitch it on my sewing machine. Can you see that? And I'm making another pleat over it. I'll stitch it down like that until I get up to 6 to 7 pleats. I don't want the pleat to be too fat, so it will look realistic. So this is what I'm going to do and stitch it. I'll come back to show you the results. Ta-da! So this is the result. So I ended up making 6 pleats. I'll fold it into 2 equal half and split it with my scissors, and I'll crisscross it this way. Can you see that? I'm going to secure it to my clip, and I'll take it to the same machine and sew it that way. And I'll also use the opportunity to attach my Velcro strap to the fabric, just like that. I'll stitch the fabric this way, top stitch it like that, and add my Velcro strap, sew it round, around, and around. Same thing goes to the second one as well. Sew all the edges on the sewing machine. So I'm done attaching the V band and I'm done attaching my Velcro. You can see how it's smooth. I'm going to cut out the excess that is shoving out. We don't need that part. So this is my cut out 25 inches. The width is, and the height is about 10 inches, while the width is 25 inches. Do not forget. So I'm going to be locating the midpoint and marking it with my needle so as not to make mistake, because it will not be balanced if it's not well laid. I'm going to locate the midpoint of my band as well and attach the two midpoints together from the middle to one end, coming to the middle again to the other end. Do not attach it straight from one side to the other. I repeat, do not attach it from one side to the other. It will be disastrous. Mind you, when you're working on this fabric, there is no room for mistake or error, because you cannot lose, unlike the ashoki and the other fabric. You can, once you lose it, you are destroying your fabric, and you don't want to buy another fabric for your clients, and they don't want to listen to story that touches the heart. So be careful to follow my advice here. So after doing that, I'm going to fold it this way and top stitch it like that. So I'm done doing that. Stitch it firmly. Okay, so I just measured my remaining fabric after joining after folding it in. So I'm still satisfied with what I have. And now this is how I'm going to be placing the Velcro. The sharp part of the Velcro should be facing up, while the soft side of the Velcro that kisses the sharp side should be facing down. No matter the part you are putting it, the sharp side should be facing up, the soft side should be facing down. That's the logic. So I'm done doing my base, and I'm going to be putting it on my mannequin to show you how it looks. And I've also add up to attach my crown. So this is how I'm going to attach my crown. The large side, which is 33 inches, right? And the second part is 26 inches, right? So I'm attaching the larger part on the left side. You can choose to attach it on any angle. You can choose the right side, you can choose the wrong side, as long as it brings out the shape of the design, which is side knot ruffles. Can you see? So this is how I'm going to be attaching it and placing it properly before I take it to the machine. So this will give me the guideline on where I'm stitching on. So I'm stitching it that way, in a curve manner. In the middle it goes back, at the tip it come close to the tip. So the larger part, I'm stitching it up to the midpoint. That's the 33 inches flap. I'm stitching it up to the midpoint. Then the smaller one, which is 26 inches, I'll be taking it from the edge as well, but not from the tip. start your sewing just above where the Velcro stitch stops. So I'm not going to take it to the middle. I'm going to be leaving 2 inches allowance to 3 inches allowance before it gets to the midpoint. So that is the allowance that I'll be using for my designing, my ruffles, my knotting. I hope you understand. So if you have watched to this point, I'll feel encouraged to do more if you can like, subscribe, and share to your friends that this will be helpful too. And I am an expertise in the production and training of handmade crafts and accessories such as headwears and fans, bouquet. Mention it. The list is endless. You can find it in my flyer there. Do well to like, share, and subscribe to get more it will motivate me to, you know, to make more videos that will be of help to you and your craft, your skill. Maybe you just want to use it for, for the fun of it. You just want to explore. So I'll be expecting your response. And if you have any question, kindly do well to drop it in the comment section. I will reply. So just watch closely the way I am pleating it. Here, I don't need to do much talking. Just observe.
From threads of dreams and colors bright, we craft the charm that feels just right. Crowns of grace and art divine, every piece a perfect sign. Peculiar crafts where beauty begins, headwear that speaks, and handmade wins from.
So this is my pleat. I made up to 6 pleats there, I think. So here I am arranging it. I am arranging it and securing it with my clip. I don't want to lose that detail. So the number of pleats I make on this side is the number of pleats I have to make on the other side. Remember, the number of pleats you make on the on one side is what you have to make on the other side. So make the pleats neat, please, and well detailed. Make it even.
Peculiar crafts where beauty begins, headwear that speaks, and handmade wins from every fold to stock and thread. We wear the art that's proudly said. Peculiar crafts where beauty begins.
I'm also securing it here. And here is where we'll be making the center. Now just watch closely, please. You would understand without me explaining. Can you see the way I held where I would need to knot? Some people will carry the whole fabric and knot it. No, if you do that, that's foul. So just stylishly clip like half parts of the wing with the other one like that. You will notice the half part of the wing is still remaining on each side. So I'm going to be working with half part of the wing, not the whole wing. The half part of the two sides is what I'll be knotting. Mind you, this stage is very delicate because the material is leather, metallic. It doesn't want to pull, and if you try to force it to pull, my dear, you might tear it off, or you might get frustrated because it look like, do I even know what I'm doing? So stylishly, um with enough patience, make the knot. So can you see? Don't mind all those area that looks like it's scattering. My pin is already securing my pleats, so I'll get them back later. So I'm trying as well as much as possible to make my knots firm. So that's why you see me pulling it a little bit, dragging it up a little bit, aligning it and all that. It's not that I'll pull it once like clothes. And when you're also making your knots, be observant of the knot beautification. You're not just making any knot for making sake, and at the end of the day it will be looking rough. You are making the knot to look very appealing in the front. You are making it look um so neat. Appearance is 100% and classic. So can you see what I'm doing behind there? So behind is where I do my rough work. So if you are trying to pull in the needle, mind you, I'm using the biggest needle, and the thread, make sure you make the thread very thick. You understand? So that it will not be cutting off in between your autogele. So secure it, and in as much as you are making the rough work behind, make the work rough. No, don't let me bite myself. English. Make the rough work as neat as possible as well, because you don't want the front to be nice and the back looking a mess. All right, so for an interesting distraction, this is a bridal arm fan. I'm working on it currently. If you are yet to subscribe, please do so you'll be able to see all my videos. Go to my videos, my uploaded videos. You'll find how to make bridal arm fan there. Particular bridal arm fan, I've made something like that on my page. So go and watch. Okay, back to our main course. I am securing the knot onto the base of the gate. So this part is important because it determines the firmness of your auto gele at the end of the day. It's not going to um, fall off while I'm working. It will help my work to stay intact in its position. So I'm done doing that, and I'm putting it back on my mannequin. So I'm arranging my pleats again, this time the final arranging. So you have to take your time and beautify it. Okay.
From threads of dreams and colors bright, we craft the charm that feels just right. Crowns of grace and art divine, every piece a perfect sign. Peculiar crafts where beauty begins, headwear that speaks, and handmade wins from every fold to spark and thread. We wear the art that's proudly said. Peculiar crafts where beauty begins, handwear that speaks, and handmade wins. From every fold to spark and thread, we wear the art that's proudly said. Wrap your world in style so true, with bows and beads and something new. Accessories that tell your tale, crafted hearts that never fail. Uniquely bold with love in every scene, we make your moments more than just a dream. Handmade magic, pure and rare, peculiar crafts beyond compare. Peculiar crafts where beauty begins, handwear that speaks, and handmade wins from every fold to spark and thread. We wear the art that's proudly said. Peculiar crafts where beauty begins, handwear that speaks, and handmade wins. From every stitch to sparkle bright, we crown your day with joy and light.
So now I'm making my ruffles and caging, or let me say giving my work a fine frame, yes, and as well making ruffles where necessary. So I'm going to use the tip of the wing that I left earlier. I'm going to um attach it with the other one. I clipped it down because I'm going to revisit it using my needle and thread to secure it, to do neat securing. I'm going to be hiding the stitch. So yet again, I am arranging my frame, the autogele frame, to make it look neater and well defined.
Uniquely bold with love in every seam. We make your moments more than just a dream. Handmade magic, pure and rare, peculiar crafts beyond compare. Peculiar crafts where beauty begins and where that speaks, and handmade wins from every stitch to sparkle bright. We crown your day with joy and light. Peculiar crafts where beauty begins and where that speaks.
So now I have to fix my handle. You will know the reason. Okay, so this is how to place your handle. I'm trying to manage this fabric, so if you have excess fabric, please be free to use enough fabric. So this is how to attach it, and I'll pull it down. With that, I've hidden the seam. You do that to the second part of the handle, and here I'm securing. I stitching, whatever English you want to call it, the midpoint together. I'm coming to the back to also do some neat finishing to cover my rough tacking, joining, tying. So finally, we have it ready. But one last thing, you have to secure it. Secure all the edges from the left to the right. Secure it down with your needle and thread so it will not be pulling off. And here it is. You have it secured. Nothing can shake it. Can you see the finishing? So go ahead to recreate yours. So this is how to make side knotted metallic autogele. See you in my next video. Please don't be a stranger.